your command.
Hello, everybody. Woo! Welcome to Getting Down with Dave C. And folks, as always, my trusty comic companion, couldn't even say it right. JT Kirk. What's up, my man?
Hail, good evening.
Hey, look at you, number one in the chat. You're rocking and rolling already.
I love
tonight,
number
my
one.
friend.
I love being number one. I feel vindicated this evening.
Well, what did we say last week? Ricky Bobby?
Not first.
You're last. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah. But, no, I'm feeling great because I read a couple comics this week, that were paid for and received far later than 2023 or even 2013. So was good to read those. It's good to read those.
I always feel that people are vindicated when they actually get their stuff out to people, not for themselves, because they actually have customers that they need to send their product to.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You fulfill a business contract. It is like a dopamine hit.
It is.
Yeah.
And speaking of comics, did the price of this go up to 30 cents?
Did it?
I'm thinking last week it was the 25s. I'm wondering if this is still 1975 now.
Let me go back and look. You want me to go back and look at
sure, let's see.
Issue number 3. Issue number 3 is 25 cents. Let me go look at issue number 7.
It did
it's
go
30.
Up.
So it moved up at least last week, if not earlier. Let me go look at number 5.
Wow, a nickel, dude. Talk about inflation.
Number 5 is 25. So let's see. Where's issue number 6? Number 6 is 25. So last week it moved up to 30 cents.
Wow, dude. That's a heck of a price hike, dude.
Mm-hmm.
25. Now it's 30. Kind of like when you're going to McDonald's, which I don't eat unless I get the French fries. I used to get the strawberry sundaes. I don't do that because of whole milk. Can't do that milk. But French fries, and I used to dip them in the strawberry sundaes. Or then we get the French fries at McDonald's, drive to Wendy's, get the Frosty.
Oh yeah.
The fries at Wendy's with the Frosty were good enough. You didn't have to make 2 trips.
Many years ago, I worked at Wendy's as a high school kid, and this guy would come around demanding a biggie Frosty, and we're like, bro, it's the volume of 2 mediums, but it's not on the menu for a reason.
Oh, I meant to talk about something here that and hail it to everyone on the rewatch. Thank you for being here. We're going to start in just a second, as we normally do. We'll jibber jabber just a little bit, not a lot, until we get people rolling in. But I saw a video on Starbucks the other day. And yes, I said it because the video had the Starbucks coffee cups. He had a small, a medium, and a large. And guess what this guy does? Now,
it's a tall.
Oh, venti.
A grande and a venti.
You must have a North Face jacket and go on many adventures.
Of course, my Uggs. Yeah.
Yes. So my bad. You fucking don't forget your Gucci glasses, Zoolander.
Oh, okay. I got my iPhone here. I'm gonna take a
mocha
picture.
latte chai.
I'm gonna ask to speak with the manager.
Jitterbug. Jitterbug. That's a great scene at the gas station. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I don't care.
Dude, imagine if you went to Starbucks in June and you still didn't get your coffee.
Oh, well, the video, not me. You hear the Starbucks? The video. They're claiming right now, this guy better be right or he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
What he did is he took the small, medium, and large, filled up the small with the coffee. And then guess what he did?
You put it in the grande.
Yeah. And then guess what he did?
He put it to the venti.
Yeah. And then guess what the whole thing was about?
He thought they were all the same size.
And it was.
It's impossible.
The cups are shaped smaller at the bottom and taper up.
On you, dude.
Huh?
He's only playing a trick on you.
Yeah, well, that's why I said I didn't do it, Senor Starbucks. That guy in the video did. But then I thought to myself, I'm not spending what $30. So how do you get you buy
No. You could order a black coffee and you get all three of those for under $10. Easy. Or maybe under $8. If that's all you want is black coffee or hot water for some tea, you could.
You get the small coffee, and then you get 2 hot waters or 2 teas and put them in your own jug or something, and then you do it for yourself, because that guy's going to get sued if he's
no. They're obviously different sizes, man. Oh.
I'm just curious, but anyway, somebody is playing a joke.
Well, it's not a very good joke.
No, I'm El Joker here tonight. I have to put my screen up. So there we go. And let me do my super duper magic that you taught me. Boink. There we go. Yep. So you are now in charge. Oh, you don't have StreamYard. You can see StreamYard and I cannot.
Yes, sir.
But
and right now, before we get started, just wanted to say hail to everybody out there in the chat, and hail to everybody listening to us this evening or this morning in your local time on a rewatch, because we know you get a lot of hits, Dave, on the rewatch. So I
appreciate that. I really do.
Everyone.
I always appreciate the rewatch. Sorry we dragged things on there. I was just wondering. I was hoping maybe in the comments anybody would have said, "Oh yeah, I saw that video," or knew anything about that. But anywho, speaking of jokes, we get a new character, and a famous new character. So, El Scarecrow. And I'm like, ooh.
Oh, yes. I remember the Scarecrow.
Yeah. So if you're in the especially Batman lore, you will know this character from a very, very long time ago. I don't know when his first feature issue would have been, or when he I'm going to say it's a Batman comic.
Well, he's been in a Batman movie.
Oh, absolutely.
The Dark Knight trilogy has him as the villain in the first movie before, obviously Joker in the second and Bane in the third. So, I mean, they don't put small time villains.
No, he was actually kind of terrifying in the movies. And he's pretty terrifying in the comics as well, depending on obviously the style choices. But they don't waste any time. Right here on the cover, look what Joker says. They're getting right to it, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the M. We're dialing M.
So Joker's walking his hound, and he says, "What a beautiful night for deletion. Let's find someone who is on the other end of the deletion."
Yeah. And
then Scarecrow says, "The victim, Joker, is you."
Yeah. So I like the attitude of the cover. I like the Scarecrow here. Yeah. I don't like Joker's face. It's off. It's way off.
And they didn't finish drawing the background either.
No, and they didn't finish drawing the background. So I was like, ooh, if they knew JT and myself well, they would have said, in 50 some years from now.
We should have taken the extra 10 minutes and colored this in a little bit.
Yeah, because JT and them are going to make fun of us. But the hand's not bad. And then if you notice, and I didn't even notice this because I always ask you, JT, have you read this comic?
No.
Okay.
I looked at the cover last week and I saw the Scarecrow, but that was it.
Okay. I didn't even realize that Raven was on his shoulder, and I'm only recognizing it now. Because it features prominently in this comic, actually. And they did the feet very well. So they do details like this and then leave out the whole
crow,
background.
Not a raven, right? Because it's a Scarecrow with a crow?
I think they call it a raven.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I might be wrong. The differences in
it might
creepy
be
blackbirds. So.
I think you're right. Although I read this like a half hour ago and I can't remember now, but I think you're right. And that dog, that's the hyena. And this, that's because it's a laughing hyena.
That would make
Ah,
sense for the Joker.
yeah.
Now, oddly
yeah.
enough, guess what I saw on my cam for my driveway at about 3:30 this morning? A coyote.
Ooh, be careful, dude. You got
Yep.
the
I
kids and
don't have
dogs,
pets out there.
dogs, cats.
Yep.
Anything like that. Little kid, you don't want your kids playing in the front yard, man. They'll go after bigger prey too.
Yeah.
They're easily scared off, but if they're hungry, they won't give a damn. So be careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we get like almost two cover. This is the splash page, and this is a cover on itself almost.
Yeah, it is. I almost would think that this could have been better adapted.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, I like this one too. And
It's very creative. There's shadow work in there too. I love the detail on the Joker in this one. I love the detail on the Scarecrow and the newspaper. You notice that's where all the credits are down at the bottom.
Yes, I did notice that, and I mean, I like a lot of the artwork. Although his suit needs to be more colorful here, so they missed out on the purple. But other than that, look at what's coming out of his little pop gun there, his little pop toy.
Oh, the Batman.
You got the Batman, and we get that a lot this issue, not just once. Normally, we'll get like one thing at the Hacienda, our favorite hideout.
Yes.
Of course, he's got two of them now. Remember?
Yes.
But they were right. The Scarecrow looks pretty rough here. He's not supposed to look clean. He looks. Yeah. Well, anyway, I like this page, and he says, "Die laughing, Scarecrow." So it's really like a double cover, and like you said, we get the same crew from last week. It's pretty much as I can remember. Blaisdell, Magin, City Magin, and Novik, and Schwartz. And then right into I started laughing right away. So we get two of the henchmen here. They're inside the ho on wheels. It's funny to me, dude. I think you like it, right?
Yeah. It's a little more busy than last week, isn't it?
Yes. Well, so there's not going to be a lot of the what I called last week the do whatever the hell you want whenever we want and just make it up as you go shtick, which they did numerous times last week. Some of them which were absolutely hilarious. Some were bad. If you remember, we pointed out several instances where it just seemed like last week they just, I don't know, just make something up to just put it in. It turned out funny or not. Sometimes it did.
Right.
It saved the comic. It saved the issue, but not without trying not to. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch it from last week, you'll know what we're talking about. But straight away, they're rolling down the road. And as per the MO for these issues, there's no police officers to actually pull them over yet. We'll get a little action. I like this issue. I'm just going to go ahead and say it already. But let's see what happens now that we're really getting into it. Let's see what happens. Sometimes that can work opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't like an issue when I read it, and then I wind up giving it a better whatever score that we do. So we've got, gosh dang it, Southpaw, and I can't think of the dude's name in green. They say it later, but I can't think of his name. There's three of them, but we've only got two here.
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Yeah. South Park is your, what do you call it? Turtleneck guy. Blondie. Yes. I call him Blondie with the turtleneck. So apparently they're having some kind of issues or something here while they're riding down the road. Oh, and that's because Joker's driving.
I like how they're saying that it's vibrating so bad that it must be an earthquake.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking, well, you're the car guy. Would they need an
I
alignment or something?
maybe new shocks,
Yeah.
struts, who knows?
Shocks and struts. Struts is what I was thinking. Good job.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get it.
or
Struts.
or their muffler is like, their exhaust is about ready to fall off the bottom and everything's rattling from that. You never know.
Yeah, yeah. Weird, but Scarecrow's driving. Oh, it's not Scarecrow, everybody. Oh, look, it's Joker. Okay.
So who's driving if he does this?
Well, then now nobody's driving. Good catch, dude.
Okay.
Nice. I didn't even notice that. He's standing there, so nobody's driving. And then he's he's not. But look what he does here that we haven't really seen this, or we haven't caught this before. This right here in red at the bottom. Look what he says. Read that, if you don't mind, so you can.
Oh, in red?
In the red one, yeah, the bottom.
Like the Scarecrow, I can scare anyone. Fear's almost as good as laughs, which is how the next caper goes. Listen.
He breaks the fourth wall, everyone.
If he does.
Yes, he's talking to us. Isn't that cool? Is that cool? My gold member?
I don't know. Is this a Guardians of the Galaxy comic?
I don't know. It's Deadpool.
Yeah.
He pulls a Deadpool here. But he breaks the fourth wall. I thought that was pretty interesting. I liked it.
Here we go. That
I
night at
know.
Star Laboratories, a missed opportunity. They have Marvin and Benny. Yeah, poor Benny.
That seems to be an MO for this issue. A theme we'll see several times where they missed out on Marvin Benny, not just once, but maybe like 3-4 times.
Mm-hmm.
They could, but because these aren't police, they're security guards at Star Laboratory. So we get a little bit of a shout out there because I watched I did the Cinemax 7-day free trial.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of DC animation.
Okay.
So I binge watched a few of them, and a lot of Star Laboratory stuff is in there. If you watch a lot, and Superman Unbound, Superman Man of Tomorrow, and a couple others. And they got Star Laboratories in there. So it's a little shout out. So,
question for you. Keep an eye out, boys. The Scarecrow broke jail tonight. Mm-hmm. We read the papers too, Andy. So, how fast did papers come out in the day?
Well, good job, dude. I know, right? So that's not very good, is it?
No.
That's a blunder. We call that a blunder.
Yes.
A bad continuity blunder here. Where the henchman could have said, "Who's driving the damn thing?" But they didn't catch on to that, but this is a bad blunder. So, yeah, there's no way the paper came out and that they read it and they're already on duty. Yeah. And then somebody tells them Scarecrow broke out of jail that night.
Yeah.
Oh, we read the paper. What? Good catch, dude. See, you're such an awesome comic companion.
They didn't make it that hard. I mean, I went one whole speech bubble down.
That's what she said. Oops. All
right. So they're like,
this is a rated R
this
comic.
Is the place they're going to hit first. And then Tim, the security guard, starts laughing right away.
They used our terminology, our early 60s and 50s and 60s terminology here, which we kind of meant we only got like once or twice in the last issue or two. We got it a lot with Kirby in the day and a few times early on this run, but not a lot lately. And he says the Scarecrow to bowl over. So that's an old school term.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I knew what they meant.
Yeah, well, yeah, in context, everybody knows what it is. I just like the use of those old school terms,
Uh-huh.
It's fun to me to read when they talk like that. Yeah, it's going to bowl us over. And they got, big ass radios there. Yeah, so this guy's name is Tim, and the other guy's name is Johnny. So no Marvin Benny, which is a good thing here, because guess what? Dun dun dun.
They're laughing, and I assume that they're at least incapacitated,
Yeah,
if not deleted.
yeah. There you go. We assume the worst here because it is Scarecrow, and the cover tells us they're going to be doing things like this right off the bat. So that's 2 down already. Page what, 3? Not covered, not counting the splash cover page. So now we know though that Scarecrow has been using this deadly toxin gas that we had talked about Joker using, which we finally got last issue. It took us 7 issues to get that. Scarecrow jumps right on in. It's not wasting any time. And he's got a key. He's breaking in. Of course, they have to tell us that, which is kind of funny. Oh, it's my key, my skeleton key. Just in case you were wondering, JT, how he got to use that key. Just to make sure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you're good on that, right? We're good.
Yep.
I'm kind of making fun of it, but
I got
they
you.
want to just make sure that the audience knows he brought his own key.
It can open any door.
He's laughing about it. He's laughing about it. Do what now?
It can open any door.
It can open any door. Yeah. Skeleton key. And some scientist guys walking around, and a bunch of the securities are hut, running down the hall. And he's like, "What's up, man? There could be big trouble, dude." And they turn the corner and boom, right in front of the Scarecrow. Conveniently so for us. And they're like, oh. They start Scooby doing it. If you can think of all the funny noises from the Scooby-Doo show.
Right.
And they start taking off running.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing the super runaway.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? And they're like, pew, 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 pew. Around the corner.
The Scarecrow. Yeah.
Ruh, Shaggy. Well, I don't know about you, Scoob. I'm getting the hell up out of here. And they take off running because they're scared.
He's doing some weird chemical fear thing in them.
Yes. Well, okay, so at this point, I can't really spoiler alert because it doesn't make much sense here. Let's get into this part first, then I'll tell you what actually happened with the security guards. So this guy, Scarecrow here, snatches up the this doctor, the scientist. I like how they drew some sweat bubbles there on his head. They like to do that, don't they? They've done that before. The little sweat beads. But the thing is, the Scarecrow is looking for fear-inducing gas that's supposed to be better than his. So yeah, I guess he used the gas on them. But that's not really Scarecrow, right?
Well, because of the laughing at the beginning.
Yeah. You kind of knew who that was. You're not sure, right? At first, like, oh yeah, this got me going. Is it Scarecrow? Is it really Scarecrow, or is it El Joker? It's the El Joker.
Yes.
And now you're thinking, well, he just wants to steal this gas because he heard that it was better than his. And that's right up Joker's alley. So I like it. They're sticking to kind of something he would do. The Joker, I mean. And the Scarecrow would probably do it as well. But they both probably have ulterior motives for breaking in the Star Laboratories for, all the stuff they've gotten there. Who knows what they can steal. Like a couple clones of Superman laying around. And then...
this crap's hilarious, the middle. Did you read that? So he busts into the lab. And then he says, now face the wall and cover your eyes, please. No peeking. I think it would be wise to depart before Superman shows up. What the hell?
Right. So I'm thinking they're taking a dig here at Star Laboratories with all the cloning and stuff. Why he didn't say Batman? I don't know. I think they're just taking a shot I mean, it's a DC character, so it's fine. You know, they won't get in any trouble for it unless the editor let them get away with it. And so, yeah, they're just shaking in their boots here. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Any thoughts on that? Or just for fun?
It just was fun.
Yeah.
And then
I
he
thought-
also jumps out of the third story into the Batman.
Yeah.
Net thing.
It's kind of like, okay, it's only 3 stories. So, hey guys, why don't you all just watch the door?
Yeah.
But maybe it's because I figured, you know, there's still a bunch of other security people running around. It is Star Laboratory. So they got more than 4 or 5 guys in there. They got probably like 30. Sure. So it kind of makes sense that the other 3 dudes are waiting outside for him. I thought maybe it would be like in a van or the ho mobile. The mobile. But yeah, it's the Batman, and there is 3 guys. See? 3 guys there. You got Southpaw. Gosh, I almost kind of remember that dude's name, and I have no idea who the third dude is. We got their names like 3 issues ago when they're all that really bad when they were waiting in the Gulf Lake. Sleep. They were in there overnight for nothing, for no reason. So this doctor or whatever who now has blue hair or whoever, that wasn't the Scarecrow. Oh, it was the Joker. He psyched us out, made us react the way we expected. It was like, so he didn't use gas, I guess. I don't know. It was almost like he was just, Scarecrow is such a known villain that he actually gets in the newspaper before it's even printed, before he even does anything. Anyway, that's such a good catch. It gets even funnier because now you got this bird dropping deuce pellets on everybody here.
It turns out it was a raven, like you said.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I thought it said
within the hour, a black as night raven flies over the Star Laboratory, surrounded by police cars.
Yeah, I remember why, because there's a reference to something else in here that we'll get to. That's how I remembered it was a raven. It wasn't this one. I forgot my pet raven. Yeah, so
Officer Doyle here.
Yeah, we get a real police officer who, you know,
with a name.
Now they show up.
With a nameplate.
Yeah, a nameplate and a really, really big ass patch.
Well, he's never planning on making sergeant, so he doesn't need room on that sleeve.
No. And then he's like, "Hey, officer, are you okay? Because the Raven, like I said, is dropping deuce pellets on everybody." You see that, right?
Yeah, it's gross.
I was laughing my ass off. I said, "Oh, I got to come up with something for that." I was like, "Perfect, deuce pellets." Anyway,
should make an X account called Raven Turds.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, Cat Turd might get mad at me. He stole my name. To be fair, he was first. He was
Raven
first.
Droppings.
Yeah, or I've got a few ideas for a new name.
Yeah. Anyway, it is called Fear, Officer, artificially induced by my pet raven called Nightmare.
Yeah,
he sprinkled it over the entire area to herald my arrival.
Told you.
He sprinkled
it.
So
where was he holding it? The raven. Was he had a little baggie?
So everybody runs away.
Yeah, they're all jacked up on raven deucing, and because it tells you that, JT. That's not me. They actually tell you in the box as the sprinkling takes effect, and the researchers and trained hardened police will turn to fleeing fear. They're not that hardened, I guess. I guess that's just to let you know how powerful those pellets really are.
Right.
And Scarecrow snatches one of them up because is this the real Joker? I mean, or is the real Scarecrow now?
I think it is.
Which one?
The one in this scene, in the bottom two.
This is the real Scarecrow.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. And then, yeah, because he says, well, where do these people keep this fear gas? So we automatically know that has to be the Scarecrow because Joker just stole the gas.
Mhm.
And the officer tells him, the Joker. The Joker? What do you mean? What the hell is going on around here? Anyway, wow, look at all those speech bubbles. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty wordy.
It's pretty wordy, but it's not over necessarily verbose. When you read it, which I thought I kind of liked it because I was like, oh man, my God, look at all this. What's going on here?
Yeah,
But it's
so
pretty
Scarecrow, here's the story. Then late into the morning or late into the night, early morning, he sees the forlorn face of Sonny November. And Sonny is just out of prison. The warden gave him $40, some cheap clothing, and tells him to go straight. But who's going to hire an ex-con with his record besides his old boss? Somebody says, Mr. November. So,
yeah, it's Scarecrow's just kind of hanging out in the back alley. I guess he's recruiting, or he's looking for people, and he tells them that he's going to, hey man, I'm gonna hook you up, but you got to give me some info. But the guy doesn't like. He's like, I ain't gonna rat on the Joker, man. And then he sprays him. Stoosh. All right, well, sorry about your luck because you ain't getting jack now.
right.
I mean, if the Scarecrow actually offers you some cash for some info and you're in a back alley, you got to hand it to Mr. November here for staying loyal. However, you kind of have to read the room. You know what I mean, JT?
Yeah.
You kind of have to be aware of your surroundings, but you got to give it to the guy. He actually hung in there. It didn't work. It didn't work, so he got doused and no cash.
Right.
He's at this point, I was like,
he's on the ground, scared, frightened beyond all reasonable measure. He says or he thinks to himself, maybe it won't count if I whisper where it is.
Yeah. The gas, he gave it up. He didn't have a choice. I mean, the gas made him tell.
Uh-huh.
I mean, even though he didn't want to. And then I thought maybe they could have wrote, hey buddy, can you spare a dime at least?
Yeah.
You can get a cup of coffee and a cigarette. But who knows? I wasn't writing it. They were. So he's laughing, and then boop, that's number 3 for the day.
Yep.
We're not even about halfway through. We've got 3 down.
Oh yeah. So the next day, the next morning, threatens to be a scorcher.
Sorry,
as the Joker sits in his hacienda.
I love that dude.
Yeah. And they say on the radio, he stole the gas.
Yeah, and they actually said it was the Joker, not the Scarecrow, as first reported. So they got the news, got it right. They didn't lie. Couldn't have been CNN or anything like that.
It looks like Whoopi on there. Is that Whoopi on the front of that radio?
Oof. No, that actually looks way better. So the boss is playing around with his little butterfly collection there.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls him, hey, shut up, hey, you meathead. And I thought of JT, are you old enough to remember All in the Family?
I mean, I know what it is. I haven't seen all the episodes or anything.
Yeah, with Archie Bunker and Eat It. Hey, eat it.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. He used to say,
girls were girl and men were men.
Shut up, you meat. Shut up, you. Shut up, you meathead. You, shut up. Yeah, we're men. We're men. All right. So then they said the men who succumbed to the laughing death. So JT, there you go. It kind of answers your You were trying to make it not that bad. I know you were trying, but it's confirmed. It's 3 down. And, well, at least the one dude. So you're just assuming the 2 guards also bought it as well. They ID'd the guy already. So guess that must have been hit the old third guy. So in between that third dude from before that we read about and a couple issues ago,
Right.
that was one of the third guys, and not just some offbeat other henchman that he had. Apparently he's hired another third one. We don't get to see him, but he calls him a nerd. Quiet, you nerd. Shut up, you meathead. And let's hear the details. So they were like, oh, the radio is pretty damn informative, I have to say, I must say. And they actually say in the radio, yeah, they think the Joker murdered him. And you're like, well, the Joker didn't do it, but interestingly enough, look what they pull out of the hat here. Check out what he says to Southpaw.
He says, trying to find, you're in the middle on the right.
Yeah, middle right here.
Yeah. So it don't squeal. The hypnotic command is gave Sonny automatically deleted him when he revealed my hideaway.
I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
He's hypnotized his whole crew to somehow self-delete if he gives the location away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Hey, Lady V's here.
Hey, Lady V, welcome.
Welcome.
Pull up a chair.
Yeah, you have to go back to the Raven pellets.
Yeah.
We're having fun. We're trying to. And you popped in right at the one point. I would say this is the kind of wild stuff they did last issue. Just make it up as you go along, because it was the gas that was supposedly deleted them, but Joker's taking credit, even though that was the Joker that no, that wasn't the Joker that took Sonny. So he's mad. He wants credit for it. That's what I read it as, right, JT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the Joker didn't want to give Scarecrow any credit for taking out one of his own henchmen. That he. Now, if you were Southpaw and this other guy, what would you be thinking right now? Oh man, I've got hypnotized stuff that can take me out in my brain. Right?
Yeah, that if I were this Southpaw fellow, I would be going for some psychotherapy or something.
Well, he might be now. Yeah, I agree. After what the Joker just told him, because you're probably thinking, what else is he put brain worms in there? All right.
So I love how he paints this note on the wall.
Yeah, he just paint. He grab a bucket of paint laying around.
Probably oil based too, to really stir up some dizzying fumes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, he's huffing the marker. It's the Joker.
Yeah.
But he tells Southpaw, see, we got to miss a little plot line over here to the left, and we get a fairly good close-up face of Joker. It's not too bad. The eyes could have been more blue. He has like really blue eyes. But to Southpaw, take this moth to the crooked entomologist we know. So there's a little plot line going on there, just in case we missed it. And he wants 2,000 of them. You're like, wow. So now I'm thinking, is he going to go attack Gotham, or what's he going to go try to rob something, or both? Probably both, but we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a character reveal in the block. Sorry, I'm drinking water. You know how my voice gets sometimes when I'm laughing.
So then, however, the Scarecrow, alias Jonathan Crane, psychologist, is business first at a nearby university campus. So luckily no one spotted him, especially none of his former colleagues, but he wants to be discreet, and so he has this weird ray that extrudes scent out into the area that's like smelling a crate of garlic. It actually
Yeah.
might not smell that bad, but
I was kind of wondering about that, JT. It's like he's using stink spray, or
Yep.
is it,
Yep.
or is it just like some kind of makes you
It's stink
feel
spray.
weird type
It's
of
a stink
crap?
spray.
Stink spray. And I need that for all them potheads in my apartment complex. Just walk around every time I get blasted here. Just walk a couple squirts down there.
I love how Ace here runs away faster than his girlfriend.
Jeez. Probably just a lab partner.
Well,
She
at
does
the
call him,
university. Who knows? Yeah.
Gary, don't leave me alone. Where's my comic? Then they.
Well, that's why he's running so fast.
There you go. Good follow. Hey, Lady V. I always wonder about icon. Yes. I do windows and take long walks on the beach. Good. Here at the top, they actually put. So this is what I don't get about some of these artists and colorists and editors and stuff. You remember how we've called out the freaking cover had no color, or the splash page didn't have any color in that whole background scene? And right here, when we get introduced to Scarecrow's alias, which is actually not his alias, his name is Jonathan Crane. Right? I mean, his name is Jonathan Crane. His alias would be, never mind. Well, you can argue, but look at the detail they do in the building here. So they put all this detail in this one little frame, but they don't do it on something as big as a splash page.
Right.
Or the cover. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, they're done by different people, aren't they? Typically.
Not this week.
Done by one person. Not this week.
Well, the splash page is normally not done, but that's a good point to make. It could have been a different cover, but back then, I just don't know. We'd have to scroll back. I'm not gonna scroll back. If we can remember to look later, we can look back at the end. But that's a good point. Usually covers are done by different people, but not necessarily always. Like Kirby, Kirby would have done his own cover. Well, most of the time, I would say. So yeah, they run off because old guy spraying stink spray everywhere because he thinks somebody will recognize him because he's a famous professor or something.
And what's weird is this guy is thinking on the left that this acidic mixture is ideal for vaporizing a certain aluminum alloy. Then this, okay, the very alloy used to contain a certain gas in a certain canister. So I don't know who this green gentleman. Oh, is it Scarecrow?
Yeah, it's Scarecrow. That's
it's hard to tell because the way they drew him.
Yeah, they didn't do like him walking into the lab or telling, but that's his hat, and he's in the green suit. So that's Jonathan Crane. He's in the lab mixing up his concoction, and he just gets some guy, professor or something, walking by, just saying, "Oh, I'm too scared to go in here." I'm like, okay. They just threw that in to stay here. They just threw it in for effect. That's all that was. Didn't need it, but they did it, so it's all good. Right, Lady V? Oh my God, JT, look in the chat.
I know.
Lady V is kicking your ass.
Yep.
She's number one now. Sorry, man.
I know.
I'm trying to create some drama here. But
meantime, the Joker is proceeding on with his plan. So he says to Tooth and Southpaw, "You look just like the stars of Moving On." I have never heard of that.
Okay, so that's my age. I thought I remembered that. It's a TV show with Claude Akins, and he's a truck driver back in the mid-70s.
Okay.
Right when this comic was coming out, like in 74, 75, 76. So yeah, it's a TV show. They go around driving around and help people, and
is that a paid? Do you think that's a paid statement by him?
I don't know. I mean, I think it was just that the guy riding this saw that there was a truck and he probably watched it the day before or something. Maybe it was his favorite TV show at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mine might have been like Wonder Woman or Charlie's Angels or something. I don't know. Charlie's Angels probably hadn't come out yet. It's too early. You know, maybe $6 Million Man. I have to look. This is getting in the mid 70s. So
Sure.
Battlestar Galactica isn't even out yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
Mhm.
Star Wars isn't even out yet. So it's hard to say. It's obvious the guy watched the show.
Yes. Okay. Well,
So
thank you for the reference, because I was not sure if that was a real thing, but now it makes sense.
yeah, definitely. So it's kind of funny if you know what Moving On is. So people back then would have known this show. They would have like, oh, that's okay, that's funny, yeah, because he's in the truck. And Southpaw's wearing his speed suit and rocking that turtleneck.
And minutes after, the Harlequin of dislike and his henchmen have left the hacienda. Kapow. Oh yeah.
There you go, JT. Nice. Another late 70s, 80s reference. Oh, yeah. It's the Kool-Aid guy
Yeah, the Kool-Aid man busts through the wall.
And I'm like, hey, JT, when did Scarecrow get like Superman powers? He just can look at the thickness of that damn wall.
Well, there was
So-
a pow. I don't. Maybe there's
He blew it up.
or Semtex or something on there. I don't know.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to assume he used some kind of device to get through there. Because Scarecrow typically is like this real skinny kind of guy, tall, lanky. You know what I mean? Not Predator, not Predator size here. And the his little buddy Nightmare's with him. If you noticed, they drew him in.
Yeah. Show your lurid face, Joker. I love
Ooh,
that.
lurid, nice.
What's on that far wall? My esteemed Scarecrow. We're not in now, but you can find us at the Center Park Zoo, where we're getting a few laughs. Yours truly, the Joker.
Oh yes. Hey, so have you guys have seen the Jeepers Creepers trilogy?
No.
Oh, dude, it's good. The first one with Justin Long. It's been around for a while now, man. And I think I mentioned this with Lady V before about Peepers, Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those eyes? That was in the Jeepers Creepers movie.
I
If
haven't
you
seen
like
it.
scarecrows, Lady V, 2001 already. Holy sheep shit. 24 years already. Wow. So I guess there's 4 of them. Ew, I didn't watch that last one. Yeah, okay, that's right. 4. I forgot. Yeah, the first one's really good. The second one's not too bad. If you just want to go rehash, there's like an origin story, kind of.
Mhm.
And then it tells you a little bit. Any there, JT. Sorry to put just
So, but the Scarecrow says, but it's darn white of him to tell us where to ambush him.
Yeah, so we get
I
some
don't know
racial
why
jokes.
Scarecrow's got to be, you know, got to be dissing people like that.
Yeah,
okay.
again, I'm
Okay.
like, it sounds like something Archie Bunker would say. Yes, I'm gonna just pull that out of the hat.
Yeah.
All right.
Now here we go. Here we go again. They're making a delivery, allegedly, and they're going through the front gate on the walkway.
Yeah, a gate with no gate.
Yeah.
Drive right on through, man.
And I don't know if this is a cop or a security guard again. I think it's a security guard.
Security. Yeah, these
Yeah.
security guys. You know, unless they're off duty or
His
something, but normally
big ass walkie-talkie radio.
either. Well, they could be oh, I guess I'm getting too technical here, but if it's a national park, it could be park police.
It's
That's
city.
a
It's a city park.
possibility. It's city, so it's more than less likely a sheriff, but they're not dressed like a security guys.
Yeah.
And so again, no Marvin Benny. Hey, Marvin, Benny, do you see that truck drive by? Oh, man, who cares? Let's just go to lunch. And then they get fired again. So that's like the second or third time. Luckily for them, though, right, JT? Lady V, you missed it. What happened to Tim and Johnny? That's no bueno. But anyhow,
And then you have Tooth over here. You dig what this caper's all about? Beats me, man. I'm not sure what we're doing either.
it is shout out to Snow Dub. You can dig it. You can dig it. I love his little intro video. That's from the Warriors. You know that? Did you know that, JT? Lady V?
No, I did
You can
not.
dig it. Yeah, have you seen Snow Dub's entrance?
No.
Oh, he's got a clip from the Warriors, and he repeats it like on dance beats. Pretty good. A classic scene from the Warriors. Right. You know what? If I didn't have that on Blu-ray, I'd play that. I think I have it. If I had that on DVD, we're gonna do that. It's a great gang movie back in the late early 80s, 70s. Anyhow.
So they are going to cage 37.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now I understand. Look, it's a hyena.
Nice, dude. Boom.
There you
Well, you get a sprinkle on your star, the report card. Yeah, but it's kind of weird because
yeah, there we go.
Think they know, but what does the boss always tell dumbass henchmen?
They don't know anything.
Yeah, just do what I tell you. Don't think.
Yeah.
He called him a nerd earlier, Lady V. The Joker called Turtleneck guy a nerd. And a bunch of other stuff. Nice, dude.
So anyway,
well,
they
want
to
the hyena, JT. You're aware that Harley Quinn would have the hyenas, but the hyena was originally basically it was kind of the Joker's thing. Did you know that?
No.
Well, there you go. You've got some comic book lore, even from me, which is pretty good that I know that. In fact, one of the action figures I was looking at was the Joker with two hyenas. And I thought I don't see that very often. And when it's in the package, it's a little bit expensive, unopened. This was an open one. It was pretty cheap. I probably should grab it because it's from the DC animated show. And those things are just doing nothing but going up in price. You just have to shop all the time to see somebody who doesn't give a shit and sell one cheap. And it doesn't last long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you get your deals. when somebody raids the cabinet when they're not looking and sells all your stuff.
Yes.
In divorce court. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a true story. I'm diverting because one of the Harley Davidsons that I bought, Softail Deluxe, was a guy all the way up in like Ground Philly area. It's a beautiful bike. I mean, he had so much stuff on it. I actually took some of the chrome off because it had Harley Davidson written all over it. I was like, that's too much even for me. But it's a beautiful bike. And then he offered to bring it back for me in the back of his truck because I was going to have to drive back up with a friend just in case the deal didn't work out. I went up by myself.
Yeah.
And then, but we kind of prearranged it if the deal worked at the last moment. And then it stormed so bad so that I didn't have to ride that bike back from Philly. That's a rough little ride to Northern Virginia. And he tells me, he goes, I sold that bike. I got a couple of people looking at it. And I said, yeah, why'd you sell it to me? He's like, you seem really excited. And I was like, oh yeah, and this is beautiful. And he goes, yeah, I didn't want I had to get rid of it really quick now. I said, oh yeah, I wasn't getting his business. And guess what he tells me? I'm getting divorced, so I don't want her to get it.
He didn't want to split the money. Yeah. I see.
I gave him a cashier's check so he could run to the bank, as a Navy Federal cashier's check, and so he knew it was good. And so there you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man. So yeah, I got a beautiful bike back then.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So they're going to put on their nose filters. So this gas that the Joker absconded with will be used here shortly, or so they believe. And
So they believe,
uh-oh,
yes.
we've got
Yes.
company. And then the real police show up. Hey, you clowns. And he's got a motorcycle cop helmet on that he doesn't have in the previous shot, but okay. You just violated 18 ordinances. Oh no, not ordinances. Hold on,
Yeah.
pal. We can
And
explain everything by doing this. And then you
it's
got a fruity Joker just flooring it out of the back of this thing with all these butterflies flying around him.
right, 2,000 of them, Lady. Yeah, for Lady V. That's remember he took them to the entomologist to
Yes.
get copies of them or find 2,000 of them or something. So with the police officer standing right there, right? JT just bust out. I like the face on the Joker mobile better than some of the regular faces.
Yeah,
Not-
it's better than the regular Joker.
yeah, and the eyes aren't
sure.
blue enough. Damn it. But yes, you're right, JT. The face is better. I'm going to stick with it. So what do you think about this kind of scene here? It's kind of crazy scene.
Kind of fruity, like I already said.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
For a
But
single uncertain moment, everyone freezes. Well, he didn't freeze enough because just a second ago he had his citation notebook out with his pen, ready to start writing one down. But then, in the fraction of the second that the Joker mobile just floors it out of there, the officer here finds a way to get his service revolver out and get his finger in the trigger guard.
yeah, in the trigger. Boy, how many times have we seen in the comics the utter and complete disregard for weapon safety? We promote weapon safety here, folks.
Oh, yes.
Even from 55, 50, was it? I don't know. I can't adds. I don't do the maths. The 50
Decades
years ago,
yeah.
49 years ago. It's just JT started pointing this out, I think, about 6 months ago.
Yeah, we were doing Black Panther, and like everybody was just scarily wrong or bad with it.
Well, God, maybe even BSG, if I can remember.
I expect the Joker to not adhere.
Yes.
Right. But this law enforcement individual should be doing this better. Anyway,
well,
the Joker got to stop that homicidal maniac.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Look, Clara, the Joker. I'm not amused.
Yeah, she sounds like a barrel full of fun.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that was sorry. What is this little picture of Joker here? What are they doing? Is that just like an aside that he's just?
I think so.
It's just an aside of him. In the meantime, this is the Joker's just kind of like laughing. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because they do it again here. Okay, I meant to. Did I write that down? I wrote a bunch of down. Oh, I forgot my fart joke from the guy back at Star Laboratories. Damn it.
Oh, he pedals in gas, noxious gas.
Yeah. Damn it. I think I said I was going to do it at my apartment. That's what it was. Yeah. Anyway, that didn't come off well. So you've got all these moths. And so, yeah, I was right. I mean, it was an easy deduction that he was going to use these moths for some nefarious purposes. Obviously, that's why he was getting them.
Mm-hmm.
And he sprayed them down with stuff, fear toxin. Or for him, sorry, that's Scarecrow stuff. For Scarecrow, it's laughing gas, supposedly. But remember, everybody, the Joker stole that gas or whatever that stuff is from Star Laboratories. He calls it fear gas. And he tells us it's fear gas. That's why I said it. There you go. So now everybody's just getting jacked here.
Right.
Yeah, you're not really buying into this one, huh? The moths. It's kind of like
I'm not.
Yeah. What do you need the moths for when you have a whole tank of gas and just spray people? Spray them. But where's the balloons? Damn it.
I don't consider this a very effective method of it spreading it around anyway. So even the police are trying to run away, and he grabs them by the back of the uniforms.
Yeah, and just smashes their heads together.
Tries to do a horse collar tackle on both of them. And he says, "You aren't kidding, kiddies. This is more fun than watching Batman trip over his cape." All
Well, that's
right,
funny.
Batman reference number 3.
Yes, we get the little pop gun and the jumping out of the third story window. I don't know, safety net one with Batman on it. But look what these dumbasses are doing. With all this is going on, look what they're doing. they're
Yeah.
breaking out the hyena.
Well, they are, but they're not following directions.
No,
I love that
I'm-
the hyena's name is Chuckles.
Got one more bar.
Did you notice that?
No, I did. I thought it was chuckle laughing. Because I always read this.
One
but I
more
read
bar
it
and
fairly
Chuckles
quickly.
can fit out. Yeah.
He calls them cretins. That's right. That's what caught my eye. Cretins. I missed the chuckles. Now that's funny.
Plenty of
That's
room
funny.
to get the hyena out of. I told you to take the whole cage apart, you nincompoops. It's not the goony animal I want.
Well, we know that Joker's an art aficionado,
Yes.
right? You remember this, everybody. So, but here's what I was laughing at, JT. Did I write this one down? No, I didn't even write this down. Okay, so what did they miss out on here? Well, okay, let's number one, what is so dumb about what they're doing besides not doing what he told them to do? But he didn't really tell them. But what is so dumb? Why don't they just like break open the lock or something, the door?
Yes. Yeah, there's got to be an entrance to this cage somewhere.
The only thing I can think of in their defense is that sometimes zoos, the entrance to them, they have dens, especially with animals like this, JT.
Uh-huh.
And whoever's listening, so you don't think I'm the complete idiot. I did think about this just now, by the way, though, not earlier, that it's possible that because it can be a den animal, they have a built-in den in the back, and then the zoo people have their own door. So nobody gets any ideas of trying to break in. So if you do break in, this is what you actually have to do. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes common sense.
Either way, it's very stupid. He wants this ceiling artwork, but okay.
Yeah, that is clever, JT. Thank you for pointing. See, now you see, Lady V, why he's such a great co-host, because he's smart.
It's of course the time for the Scarecrow to finally catch up in his weird helicopter.
Yeah, just one more interjection, if you don't mind, JT.
Sure.
If you don't mind, it's hilarious. Oh, I think it. What did they miss out here when? What is this dude's name? Southpaw and Biff? Tooth. Now, they just broke in to a wild hyena. Now, what would have been funny right here? What could have
been chased by the hyena? By Chuckles?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking even worse. Because, I mean, we've already got 3 guys deleted. I would have loved them to have drawn that hyena just jumped out and ripped one of their arms off.
Oh, geez. That might even been too far for this comic.
Well, no blood. Just don't show the blood. Just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the bloody arm thing flying. Yeah. I mean, but they just already deleted 3 people.
Well,
you know, and he threw a guy down a living person down a fire chute. But the bloody arm would be too much.
Yeah,
it would. I agree. But they could have done it off screen. God, get him off, Chuckles. No. Sorry. I'm in that kind of mood. Chuckles, no. I wrote a whole list of funny shit that they could have done.
Scarecrow bears down on Joker and gang.
Yeah.
In a helicopter with no stabilizing blade or rotor. So his axis is not going to be countered by the rotation of the propeller.
Around.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joker's like, oh shit,
I've
game
been
on.
expecting him scram, and this goof is coming out of your pay. Well,
Yeah, I like. Well, I didn't understand why. Why would you send your henchmen away? Aren't you going to help them like beat up the Scarecrow? Or you just
maybe,
Joker's trying to be like all one-on-one honorable shit. I was like, nah, he's
possibly,
always got a plan. He's got a plan, dude.
possibly.
And I, and,
So,
look how the trees are green here, and then they're purple
yeah,
on the second one.
yeah.
Come on, man. Would you run out of green? You used it on his hair. I mean, come on, dude.
It might have been hard for them to get it to be the right color with his hair. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, whatever. Just because I'm always looking for my plants and my monitors.
Yes, yes.
Damn you.
Meanwhile,
damn you,
at the
Black
zoo
Panther.
gate, at the front zoo gate,
Oh,
which is technically gate number 2, right?
yeah, and but this one actually has a
The
gate.
police riot squad. Once we determine the cause of the confusion, we can. By the time we figure it out, it'll be all over. They sent the riot squad in. I guess they don't have a SWAT team yet because it's the 70s. Is that right?
It must be like 2 for 1 at the zoo because there's like 1,000 people. It's a pretty busy damn zoo.
It is.
And they're all only going out this one entrance, apparently.
Well, they're all being chased by the moths.
The moss, right? But it would have anyway. Yeah, it's crazy. The riot squad showed up. And wait, is this LA?
No, because they'd be out there handing them money
Oh,
and pieces of the sidewalk.
oh yeah, and then the riot squad
congratulating them.
really wouldn't be doing much. But anyway, and inside where the crowd is no more. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Your men are deserting you, Joker. Am I bad company?
I was drinking some water. Okay, I'm good.
Although that song is from is that the one from Supergroup, right?
Well, that's actually from Bad Company.
From Bad Company, Bad Company. Yeah.
Yeah.
From 1974. So it would work. It would work.
Oh my God. Yeah. Good job, dude. You're crushing it tonight, man. Well, it is Supergroup, right?
Bad Company.
Well, no. The name of the group is called Bad Company. They were just called a supergroup. Yeah, Bad Company is Bad Company. It's a good song. I like that song.
Yeah.
Let me keep going before I start singing. So the Joker explains to Scarecrow, yeah, I thought he would probably say something. Well, I don't need them to kick your ass, numbnuts, but he didn't. But he does say, yeah, I knew you were coming. So
That's what she said.
Nice paybacks. Because what's the Joker comic without a pie to the face?
This is freaking nuts.
Yeah.
So I just read this, folks. I'm like, what? So I bake a cake. And he throws it right at him, and it's like a huge ass cake.
It looks pretty damn good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
but then,
he's got like ice roses and icing roses. I mean, this is a pretty. Normally, he just throws a damn acid pie.
Yeah, but Raven was sitting on Scarecrow's head, and somehow, like in the space that Joker takes this cake out, and like baseball throws it at Scarecrow, Raven is taken to the sky, and or Nightmare's taken to the sky, and Scarecrow says, "Stop it, Nightmare!" And it's like freaking clay pigeons over here. Raven just blam detonates on the cake. Joker, you blew up my bird.
Yeah.
What the?
So I told you though, Joker has a plan. So when he told the guys to run away, I was like, why would they didn't steal anything yet except the hyena, and he didn't even want the damn hyena. And then they're running off. Were they even carrying the art?
No, he told them to leave.
He told him to
The
leave, so
Scarecrow
they
was
didn't even
coming,
steal
and
the
he wanted
damn
to
art.
take care of Scarecrow first.
Right. So now we know why, because he had this big, huge ass explosive cake. So Joker's stepping it up, man. Acid pie,
Yeah.
which is pretty effective, though, I must say. Which is pretty. I think I'd rather get just blown up than get acid pie.
Mhm.
But
So then, Scarecrow says, "I'll delete you for that." And then Joker says, relax, your pet's okay if he's just covered in cake muck. I don't know what cake muck is.
Yeah, I thought it got just blown out of hell just now. Didn't it just get blasted?
Mhm.
So I was a little confused. This one is like a little weird. It just gets blammed. But it's okay. It's fine, everybody, because it's harm to animals. No harm to animals, anybody. But you can delete 3 people, no problem.
Yeah.
But not the bird. No, not the bird.
So Scarecrow's getting a little upset because it's his comfort. It's his comfort animal that only Spirit Airlines will let him travel with. And he says, "You're driving me crazy. You make everybody crazy." And then Joker says that's the name of the game. And Scarecrow's running at him like he's ready to tackle Joker with a football. And Joker just takes a step back and winds up with this powerhouse, just all of his hip strength and leg strength into it, and just clocks Scarecrow right in the chin with his foot.
Yeah, he does, dude.
I mean, I don't think Scarecrow's going to have any teeth left after that, but
yeah. Well, I love this scene here. I've said it. Well, we've both said it a couple of times, but I love to point out that the Joker, when he wants to be a coward and run away, he's got no problem. He's got no pride when it counts to that. He knows better. But when he gets to throwing down, then he's not above even throwing down with Batman sometimes. I mean, he always gets his ass kicked, but he's always got a trick up his sleeve. Or I was expecting, let's face it, folks, they've been pulling out all kinds of crazy shit in this run, especially last week. So, right, JT, I was fully expecting another pie.
Yes.
Or you get what I'm getting.
Or the flower. The flower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't get it out. Oh, didn't the P to it. That's what she said. And then, so I was really kind of happy to see the fact that he just literally Chuck Norris'd his ass into like outer space.
Yeah, in the next week for sure.
I mean, because the Joker, he's not a small dude. I mean, you can argue in movies and stuff, Jack Nicholson, but in the comics and stuff like that, he's skinny, but he's not a weakling. And like I said, he'll throw down when he wants to. I mean, like I say, he usually gets beat up in a fist fight, but he gets his shots in. The Scarecrow should be completely knocked out cold here.
Well, he might not have any teeth.
Yeah.
And his jaw might be broken, but he says, "I don't get it. By now you should have been scared out of your wits by my fear gas. I guess you're wearing a nose filter." And hey, 2 points for the guy with the
you can say that. It's fine.
Our special talented Taylor. Well, I don't only do smelly stuff. He's like trying to brag to Joker. There's some weirdness. "I'll spray you with the same fear mist that made Sunny November's skin crawl." And that pisses the Joker off. Don't talk ill of the dead, even if Sunny was a cretin. And then he wanted to use freeze juice. And you're losing your cool, but my timing was off. So he's got like, I don't know, a small canister of liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
Or something.
So, I was right. He did have another gadget up his sleeve. He just didn't use it when he kicked Scarecrow when I was expecting it. So I wasn't far off here. I'm just glad he didn't use it in the fist fight. You see what I mean? Because but then they kind of did it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I mean, that's it's a little confusing here because there's a lot going on. The fact that Scarecrow's even up and walking and talking is pretty amazing at this point.
Well, then Nightmare
I wouldn't.
shrugs off the cake detonation.
Yeah, that's that one.
And
I'm
birds
not buying that, dude.
birds have hollow bones to make them light enough to fly. So bro would have hit the ground and like snapped every bone in his raven body.
Yeah, he's not getting up from the cake explosion. That this is the one thing it kind of irritated me because it could have just you know how you always pointed out stuff before in the past that's completely unnecessary type stuff going on.
Yeah.
This whole freeze thing is just they write it in just to show that the Joker can do stuff like that. But I think at issue number 8, we're well aware of it. In fact, that's exactly what we just talked about before they did it. I was expecting it. They didn't do it. And I liked that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did it anyway.
It's like they sprayed Lebenge on him or something. Icy hot, like Benadryl spray on his hands almost.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm scrolling up and down because when did Scarecrow just breaks out of it for no reason?
Yeah,
so this is what I mean.
Just shakes out of it.
Just
his wrist is feeling better because he got all that Benadryl spray from the Joker.
Yeah, he feels better because he got iced down, icy hot.
Hail, buddy Hepburn. How's it going, dude?
Hey, buddy. Oh man, we were having such a good time.
You missed it. We had Nightmare the Crow get thrown a cake at him like they were shooting clay pigeons.
Yeah, he was dropping deuce sleeping gas pellet or fear gas pellets on everybody. He was just deucing on everybody earlier.
Yep. So they both magically recover from Joker just poning them.
Yes.
And
basically, yes.
Yeah. All of a sudden, hey, 2 against 1. Quick, grab his nose, Nightmare. So the Raven here uses his beak to squeeze the nose, to pinch the nose of the Joker to get these nose plugs out.
Yeah, beak on beak violence. Yeah. So it's starting to get a little like last week. It was doing pretty well up until the cake bomb. And the cake bomb was great because it's Joker. He hadn't done it all issue. But then for the bird to just be like, no big deal. And then Scarecrow getting the Chuck Norris uppercut kick of a lifetime. Just to be like, it's no big deal. You're right. But you're right. He had nostril filters the whole time.
Yeah.
So, and then, but he does make a funny joke. He goes, "You ruined my classic facial features." It's not enough to make up for what they're doing here, but it is funny that he makes fun of himself like that.
Inconveniently, the acid that we knew from 20 pages ago is back, and Scarecrow's got the vial, and he's going to just kind of flick it out onto this aluminum canister.
Yeah, so at least they had a call back to him being in the lab. I'll give him credit for that. But Joker's just standing there because his nose hurts really
this looks
bad.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah, he throws it not on Joker, but the canister. Oh boy.
Yeah, we're just going to leave that there. So
yeah, that's what he said. And then so the Joker says that, well, that's fine, dandy, man, because this isn't my junk anyway. It's Star Laboratories stuff. Yes, buddy, we get a reference to Star Laboratories, by the way. A good call out there. And and then they get into like a pissing contest about how good the gas is or not, which was like kind of the thing that they were doing from the beginning. that they only really wanted to get this gas and stuff because both of them think that their stuff is better. Right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So in a good way, I guess they came back to this whole theme of the issue for the most part. But it looks like the Scarecrow actually gets the better hand of Joker here. What do you think? How do you think that's going to work?
It won't. I'm afraid I've never been afraid, but now I am. Evidently, Skarsgård's effective Joker. But if it were my formula, you'd be too scared to speak but now or even breathe. Tee-hee. Is that a tee-hee I just heard from you, old ferret face?
Yeah, so Joker's making fun of his laugh. He's like, what? Come on, dude. Scarecrow men don't laugh like that.
Right.
What? So the hell? He would have said something else in a modern day comic, like an F-bomb or something, but 2 F-bombs in a row. Well, he actually did. He called him ferret face. That I didn't mean to do that either, but I was thinking of other stuff.
Of course, he switched out the gas.
Of course. Go ahead, JT. Go with it.
And then this turns into an episode of Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Scarecrow, he loves to laugh loud and long and clear.
You got it, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Joker gives another shot at him because normally you're a sourpuss.
Yeah.
So the laughing gas worked extra hard on you because normally you're just a downer for the Joker.
Admit it, Scarecrow, you haven't enjoyed yourself this much since Nightmare was a chick.
Okay. I'm gonna do the Joe Pesci.
He means a baby bird, not a woman.
Yeah, if Buddy's still there, our comic people, is there something I'm missing from the comics lore of Joker having a bird that used to be a real chick? Or is it what JT's just that you haven't had that much fun because it's been forever?
Yes.
You just don't have fun.
Yes.
It's been a long, long time.
Since Nightmare was a baby, basically.
I can relate. Anyway.
You said it, Joker. Here comes the police. Ho ho. Funniest thing I ever saw.
Yeah. I don't know. He's making fun.
Well, we're going to be laughing when they start screaming, "Stop resisting."
Yeah. Just beat him. That would be funny if they were like 3 of them just beating him with batons while he's flying off. See, they just miss out on so much. I just made that one up too.
Right.
So Joker steals his little fly thing here, little helicopter, and he says, okay, so remember last issue we got introduced to or was it 2 issues ago?
Last issue,
Joker
I believe.
Built a separate apartment, a hacienda.
Mini hacienda, yeah.
Under Arkham Asylum with an elevator, no less.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, all right, we'll just go with it. But he says here that I have the secret entrance. So now he has his own secret entrance as well to get in and out of, which I guess that makes sense because he's not going to walk out the front door. I would hope, because then Marv and Benny would catch him. Or actually, he probably could walk out the front door.
Well, these are the cheap replacements for Marv and Benny.
Yeah, they're even worse than Marv and Benny, apparently. So what they didn't do here is normally in all comic books, they do reference the Joker's padded cell in Arkham Asylum. He has a hideaway underneath his prison cell, but it doesn't say see issue number, whatever it is.
Right.
They missed that. Normally that would always be in there. And they always like to point that out, but they didn't do it here. But the editor wrote his name, all fancy editor. Okay, what issue? I guess it doesn't matter. It's like the only thing we've seen so far that actually goes from issue to issue. It would be this cell that he's
one of the very, very few things.
a continuous thing that we never hardly get. Every issue seems it's a one-off issue, but this is a returning thing for him. And so they're like, where the hell did he go? Oh crap! So now this could have been Marvin Benny, JT.
It should have been.
It should have been because then they go in, he's not there. So then the boss walks up and goes, "Where the F is the Joker?" Again, you're fired. That'd be like they lose a job every issue. That's the thing, but they only write it in very discreetly, like one page. That's all they could have done. And we it's like, oh man, dude, I was disappointed. I thought that was going to be Marvin Benny, but alas, no, because these guys are even worse. So they shut the door, and then he just shows up in a straitjacket. but how? And that's the end. And the Joker gets the last laugh. Everybody.
He does indeed.
Yeah, Rubber Chicken would have been good, but the bird they used in here, buddy, earlier, I was serious. He was actually dropping fear gas deuce pellets on everybody. He was flying around dropping pellets. The bird was. So when I said that, I meant it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't even joking. Oh, yeah. We get a little advertisement here for some stuff. Hush, I haven't read, but I saw the animated. The Batman Under the Hood. I actually had that series of. There's like 6 or 7 of those, buddy. I can't remember how many. Maybe even more, 9 or 10 of these particular Under the Hood. So it's a pretty good series. You know how JT in comics, you have one run and you have to buy one of that run, and then there's a different run of something else. You got to buy 2 of those issues to make a complete. Yep. Well, they had just a regular Under the Hood that was just intertwined, and it can go for some good money too. It's probably why I sold it a long time ago. I should have kept these. I like the Jason Todd story. Some people don't like it, but I do. Anywho, of course, JT, that this was the original way the Joker looked. Were you aware of that?
Back in this comic, or
yeah, you see the red hood. You see how he has the cape and that.
Oh, okay.
It's actually like it's like a plastic, or I don't know, some kind of. It's like a big. Okay, you know who Mr. Freeze is.
Yes,
and he's got that I don't know, head protector, like that glass.
Yep.
That's what that is. And he can see through it. That was an old Joker thing. Original one was 14. Thanks. I knew it was I thought it was around 12 or 13. I wasn't sure. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. I kind of wish I had that one back too. And then some other Batman stuff. I don't know. Batman Year 100. I don't know that one, or Haunted Night. I'm interested in the Dark Victory one. That one looks good. And then I saw the animated Long Halloween. It was okay. I like some of it. But other than that, there you go. What did we want to look back at the art? Oh, yeah, it was on the cover.
I couldn't find the answer to that. I couldn't find the answer.
I can.
You can?
Yeah. So what you do is you always look for like a square or a signature anywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't out of place. Decode whoever that was, though.
Yeah, I couldn't. It's Ernie something, which is not the artist. So art is Irv. Yeah, Bladsdale and Irv. So you were correct. It is a different guy, and you can tell. I like the Scarecrow and Nightmare there.
And he never walked the hyena.
He never walked the hyena. Yeah, and then like you pointed out, how do you have a cover? You don't even. It doesn't make much sense to not even color in the background there. So, buddy and Lady V, that was the cover. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling too much. If you want to look at it real quick, I liked it overall, but then they kind of ruined it. Joker's face is just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you. It's just not. It's not good. And JT pointed out, this is the cover, and you don't even make the bushes green. That's not good. You got to make. I mean, it's the freaking cover.
Well, they're not even trimmed. It's a full.
It's a
Yeah, never mind.
a full bush.
Yeah.
Get that Manscaped out. But we both liked the splash page, also known as cover number 2, because there's one of your Batman references for buddy, are you retracting messages because you think it's too hot or because you typoed? You know, you could leave stuff in here. We're pretty lenient here, dude. You know that. You can get away with almost anything with us. So there's a pretty cool Batman reference. I just wanted to show everybody that this cover was pretty cool. I thought that they ran out of purple for his suit, that they used it later. They're like, no, man, don't run out of purple. We got to use it for the rest of the. But this art, JT, was done by Irv and Tex, because you can see the Joker's face, and you complimented him on his suit. I think it was you complimented a couple things here.
I did. Yeah, I liked it. I really like this page.
I really like this.
I think it's better than the cover, hands down.
It's way better than the cover. Yeah.
There were some shadows in there. You know, you could tell it was at night. The newspaper at the bottom was pretty thoughtful of how they wrote all the credits in there. So, and
you're in the shadow. You're talking about the Scarecrow shadow here to the right
there, and then on the ground, Joker's feet.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. They did it for both legs as well. And then
on the trash can and some of that stuff down at the bottom. So we don't always get that.
No, the detail. We love detail here, folks. Everybody knows us pretty well by now. By the Scarecrow's leg, look how the mortar or the mortar is broken, and you can see like boards or brick behind it. And they do that in a couple of places, like it's a rundown kind of building, back alley type brawl. And this part, like you said, they didn't show him walking the hyena, but this part was kind of reference with Scarecrow in the alleyway. But look how they did the light with those swirls, the street light, which causes the shadows. They made all that swirly business back there. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, I just wanted to show everybody. You can get them together in a trade. Which ones? The Batman stuff? The hood, red hoods. Yes. Mm-hmm. JT, if you're interested in some good Batman stories, you can get or a Jason Todd story. Obviously, Batman would be in it, but I like Jason Todd because somebody told me one time, like, I don't like the Jason Todd angle because if a character should be DEA dead, they should just stay DEA dead. Yeah. And then I was like, I agree up to a certain point because they just redo it and people get tired of that. True comic people like Nick and them would get tired of it over the years. And I can see that. But the thing about Jason Todd is if you watch the animated version, it's brutal. I mean, it's absolute. It's spoiler alerts. What he does to some gangsters to try to take over. So when Jason Todd comes back, he doesn't come back as a nice little Robin guy running around with Batman. He comes back as a brutal killer. I didn't know if you knew that, JT.
I did not.
Yeah. So when Red Hood, which was the original Joker, so Jason Todd comes back. I won't spoil how all that happens. I will tell you though that Joker beats him to death, and then he comes back, but he doesn't come back as a nice guy. He's not your little cute little Robin guy anymore. So I was like, if you're going to do that, then that's okay because it's a completely new person. Yeah, you feel me?
I feel you. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, what's your thoughts on this week?
Yeah, so we're getting into a formula here that's pretty solid for what this comic book will be week to week, and it does not stray from that formula whatsoever. I think we're getting smarter, getting wise to the Joker. and we'll see him in a costume at the beginning, try to do some misdirection, and then we'll have some stuff in the middle where they try to throw the reader off with some deception, and then at the end it'll be a final boss fight between the guest character and the Joker. So that being said, it's routine. It was competently well done. The art was kind of all over the place. The story itself was fine. I think this is probably closer to maybe what a movie script would be than some of these other stories.
Yeah.
However, I didn't find it very inventive. I didn't find it creative. And at the end of the day, the art kind of brings down the score on this. So I'm going to give it a B plus because that's just where it lands. It's not exceptional. It's not awful. And I don't know if they wasted the Scarecrow here. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But I just didn't feel like the heart and soul was in this one like some others. The jokes were not as good as some others have been either.
Yeah, it's weird for me. Anything else you wanted to add real quick? Or
Nope. I'm good. A short review for this one.
Compared to the absolute do whatever the hell you want last week, which turned out to be funny, even though that I don't know if they planned it. It was quite obvious to me that last week they wrote a lot of stuff and it's just write it, man. Just make up something. And I didn't really see that about 2/3 into this one, like the ice spray, the exploding pie that didn't do anything other than knock the bird down.
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
It didn't do anything. The art, they didn't even steal the damn art from the the zoo. All that was at the back end of this comic, and I was like, oh man. So you're spot on with we can see what they do, but what I like what you referenced is like the Joker's, or the way he behaves and wears different stuff. You pointed that out a couple of issues ago, and I didn't even catch on to that on a couple of times where I was like, oh, that is damn good job, JT. That was the Joker. I didn't even realize it. It's like this was like a solid A for me up until the end, and then they ruined it. Which is some of the stuff. It's like the cake I get, but it didn't even, like I said, it didn't do anything.
Right.
I'm like, well, it blew up, and then the bird just shakes all that stuff. I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna go tweak your nose. tweak. Got your nose. So the silliness, not like what we all like about the Joker silliness. We getting used to, like you said, JT, and that's another great point you made, that we're used to the shtick by a couple issues ago. I just had a lot of problems with last week. Just the absolute ridiculous. But if you remember correctly, I laughed my ass off because it was so bad. It was funny. And I caught on to it. Okay, fine. It was great. And I think that this had a little bit more of a only Joker sticking to what he would do, and every now and then being kind of funny. Like, it was great for me, 2/3. And again, repeating myself here, it just kind of fell off the fucking cliff at the end. The no tie in to the hyena. It should have had the hyena at the hacienda sitting there, with the guys or something. That would have been cool. They don't bring back Betty and Marv. I'm going to say this every issue now. We only got one more, maybe two more.
Two. I've got both.
You've got 10? Okay, there you
Yes.
go, buddy.
Yes.
Buddy or Phantom. I think one of you guys are.
In the way that it looks, I've leafed through it. I think it's worth doing.
Okay. Yeah, well, if there's a 10, we'll do it.
Sure.
We'll do it. And might as well, unless you think it's just absolute lunatic bullshit or something, then I'll trust your judgment.
No, it looks good enough to go through.
Yeah.
We might still give it an F, but it's worthy of worthy of reading, I think. And
Sure.
it has the same, most of the same people that did these other issues finish that. So why not? It's not like they had all different people take it over and it's not going to be the same thing. No, it's the same editor, same art guy. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll if you have it, we'll do it. That's no problem. So that's only 2 more issues left. But uh, uh yeah, I get I don't know, B plus on this. They
yeah.
couldn't help themselves at the end. Like you've pointed out, the whole ice spray was it was just put in there to put in there only for the Joker's stick, but it did it was just don't need it. We already know the Joker now. If everybody here has been reading it, even like back then, we've caught on. So they only did it because maybe they felt like we need more Joker stick. Hey, that's what it felt like to me. Is like I think you said it didn't do anything, and I was like, yeah, the cake didn't do shit either, right? And you're like, yeah, it
Right.
didn't.
Right.
So I had called it out. And I was like, I said I liked the fact that he like kicked Scarecrow into orbit and didn't use any gags on him. He went hands on with him and just Chuck Norris his ass. But it didn't do anything but knock him down. And then he went and used the gag on him. And I was like, oh, just the one time you didn't have to. You threw the cake. And then you got that one too. I'm like, So I was like, B. It's B because of that. They just couldn't help themselves. And I get it. That's what they do, But I mean, I generally like the flow of it from the beginning. I like how they introduced another new character and they kind of stuck. The reason why I almost gave it an A is they did come back to a couple things. They didn't leave us hanging with stuff like Green Lantern or Green Arrow. Was it last issue? They teased him and then did nothing. Then they've done that a few times with a bunch of stuff. They did it with the hyena here right at the end. I'll forgive them for a little bit on that. Not a lot because the hyena is like I said, it's lore. It's comic book lore. It's Joker. And then, then of course,
It was a
Harley
missed
Quinn
opportunity.
later.
They didn't include the hyena and more. I wish the hyena would have like come to rescue the Joker on that. When he was like 2-on-1, not fair. The next one, they should have had the hyena going after Scarecrow.
And
And then like they bonded with Joker and Chuckles could have bonded.
Yeah.
In some weird but hilarious, some way like that. A missed opportunity. I'm not going to be too hard on these guys, but sometimes it's like you wrote it so well. You had an easy layup and you missed it like Angel Reese. Come on.
Bang. Anyway, that's a WNBA reference for Angel Reese, everybody.
Oh, and Buddy's well aware after Dad Man show last night. So
I love that guy. Bang. Angel Reese. He's hilarious. We're referencing a guy who does WNBA shorts, but he'll do some other ones, but he's made his living now off of just the one lady, Angel Reese, who's kind of an a-hole.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, she's a total biatch. And how she's even good enough to be in the NWA, whatever the hell you want to call it, is not a good thing. She's not good. She's not good. I've watched her, but I've watched some other people's videos. I won't watch a game because I don't even watch the NBA. And I don't have a sister or anybody else who's in the NWA or anybody I know is in it. So there you go. I'd rather go watch some DC animated or, Moving On, everybody from 1974. Good TV series with Claude Aiken. Even I know who that is. I remember Claude. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Overall, like I said, I liked it. And then at the end, but I'm not going to be too hard on them because they just can't help themselves. So I wonder with the two issues. I just know the answer to my own question is they're not gonna stray from any of this. They're gonna finish it out, and I'm worried that number 9 is just gonna be way off the rails like last week.
It could be.
And maybe it should
It
be.
could be.
And
Maybe it should be.
Maybe it just should be. Like it should be the worst one, but in a funny way. Joker didn't make a lot of jokes this week.
Do you think he'll break the fourth wall next week and be like a FU to the readers? I'm sabotaging my own comic run.
It's possible. I haven't read it. That is a good Sherlock Holmes moment you just had there. That's very possible that they write Joker at the end of the number 9 to say, and they'll, you know what? That's very highly likely to happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But then again, they would have missed their opportunity. Screw you from the Joker. I mean, they can write anything, literally. I mean, they deleted 3 people, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But they didn't do the bird, which is crazy. No, can't hurt the animals. But anyway, all right. I think that's enough for this week. JT, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Oh boy. So yeah, let's see here. If you missed the sports talk show on Dadman's last night, go back and check that out. We had a great show. It went about 3 hours, I think.
Nice.
Tomorrow, if I am not working at night and I'm on call, so there's a possibility that I will be on the Great Admiral Teagues starting at 11 p.m., where we do our heated and probably too hot for YouTube review about the first 2 episodes of not real Star Trek Strange New Lows, episode 1 and 2. So that'll be the big thing. Friday night, I'll be on Mark D with a C. Saturday, I'll be back with Admiral Teague doing some Saving Star Trek. And boy, that'll be the end of the weekend. So it's a busy next few days. But yeah, I'm going to try to find that in the chat if you don't mind. The setup for the review coming tomorrow night.
Yeah,
even if I'm not there, it'll be after your stuff is done, I believe, right?
Well, I'm doing Blazing Saddles tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.
Classic. I was gonna hold off on that for a while, but I decided to nope, screw that. We're gonna play Blazing Saddles. It's an hour and 33, so yeah, it'll be done before 11.
Yeah. So this is not in that one. Yeah, Lady V, this week I am all over the place. It just lined up that way. So Saturday in the early evening, late afternoon, I'll be on Nick Weiser's channel doing Great War of Separation #2, which is a Rippaverse comic. And I love the Rippaverse, and this comic is, dude, it escalated quickly, and it's believable. It's great action, great art, great writing. So
when is that?
That is 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday. Sorry.
Yes, on Saturday.
Okay, cool.
So I hope everybody can check us out for that. Nick and I are getting pumped to talk about this one, and we've got other people on the panel too. So it'll be my first time over there, so it'll be interesting. I'll enjoy it.
Nice.
Nick's a great guy.
Nice, very nice. So, that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, for me, like I said, Blazing Saddles tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then hopefully I can make Fortnite. I wasn't feeling too well late Friday.
Yeah.
I've been doing some side projects. It's been taking like 12, 13 hours of my day, which is weird.
Oh, you've been pumping up.
Well, yeah.
Is that?
I need to. How do you say it when you're doing more than one thing at a time?
Multitasking.
Multitasking. Yeah. Although it's a little weird, some of the stuff I'm doing. Not weird, but how I need to fixate. I need to fixate on my time. certain hours of the day.
Yeah.
So, yep. All right. Well, other than that, the Saturday 5 o'clock, I would maybe pop in and say hello to you guys. Now you say you're doing okay. You got Saturday night Star Trek normal, but you've got tomorrow night at 11.
Yes.
Strange New Worlds. Strangled New Lows.
No, Strange New Lows. Hashtag Strange New Lows is what the Admiral Teague is trying to get trending. So if we all use, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. Just make sure on X that you call it Strange New Lows so we get that thing trending. Because we need that trending over Paramount's sad attempt at Star Trek.
Yeah.
Don't give them the satisfaction of calling it Strange New Worlds.
Clobber in Time shout out there.
Understand.
So Strange New Lows. Okay. I might come in and say hello before the movie, but good luck with that one.
Sure.
Yeah, good luck watching that, dude. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Good luck. Yeah, that's all I could say.
It won't be good. Well. It'll be absolutely abominable. I've never actually watched season 1 and 2 all the way through until this week. And it has been absolutely so insufferable that I've had to skip through certain sections.
Wow.
I can't even watch through it once, Dave.
Wow.
That's how bad it is. So you think season 3 is going to miraculously change anything? No.
Oh, they tried to say that about Picard or something. I'm like, yeah, you guys are just, whatever. After what they did to Picard. Yes. I didn't even watch it, but hearing what they did to him, making him a robot with the life force of Picard, and they put him in there. You watched Picard?
I did, and it was terrible as well.
Oh, okay. And then 7 of 9 is changed her ways. Just to interject that in, because why not? Because you have to, right? You have to have one of them running around.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. What did I try to watch the other day? And I turned it off. But anywho, so okay. Well,
I think I'd rather watch fart videos on YouTube than watch Picard again.
Oh, I was going to say I tried to watch Discovery when it first came on. We're talking what, 5 years ago already?
No. Discovery is more like almost 10 years ago.
10? Well, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I've been around YouTube for 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Discovery.
2017 was the start of season 1.
Okay, so 8.
It just took them 8 years to make 5 quote unquote seasons of very few episodes. Season 1 had 15, season 2 had 14, season 3 13, season 4 13, and season 5 10.
Wow.
So they made like 2 and some change seasons of real Star Trek in terms of number of episodes of watch time, and it took them 8 years to do that.
Nice. Well, I remember very clearly saying this over on with Clobber and Times and those guys, the few times that I was there with them, probably just put it in the chat that I guess it was episode 1 or 2, maybe 3. I don't remember watching 3 episodes of that show. Whenever it was that they introduced the Klingons, or I saw what the Klingons were.
You were like, fuck no, I'm out. Just like 80% of everybody else.
I've literally turned it off and never looked back. I'm serious. I'm dead serious, dude. I never have seen or even looked at another episode since then. I said, okay, I'm fucking done. And then years later, I saw people just exploding on YouTube about how bad the show was. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to watch it. And then they had the Klingons doing a dance number. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. And then I was like, see, that's why I watch shit like that. Klingons doing a dance number. And I'm serious. That was on an episode, right?
Oh, there's also yes, that is totally on an episode. There's also an episode where 110 pound soaking wet chick is out drinking a 7-foot tall, 350-pound Klingon warrior with blood wine, which humans aren't even allowed to drink because it would get them sick so fast they would basically puke and pass out on like their third glass. So that's why in Deep Space Nine, Dr. Bashir gives them that booze neutralizer to keep it so they could be drinking all night. And they'd hear this chick who, weighs a third. Physics would just say the amount of blood in her body is not enough to go head to head with a Klingon warrior who is double her height and 3 times her weight. No.
Yeah, and then not even drinking like human liquor. Yeah, I mean, humans can't even handle Romulan ale very well. Romulans can barely drink Romulan air.
And it was on a planet where they mine dilithium, but one day the humans and the Federation run it. Then the next day the Klingon Empire runs it. I'm like, how the hell does this even work?
Stupid. I mean,
that's
yeah. They're just dumb. So good luck with that one.
And they alternate days, but in this cavern where they alternate days on who's running it, they build a counterfeit Federation starship, and the Federation never finds it. I'm like, so what are they doing on the other odd days of the week? They sitting in Quark's holodeck or something? Like, what the hell is it? There's so many stupid things. She also in that same episode threatens a Klingon with an antique mass detonator, and they're like, that was a bluff, those aren't real, are they? And she's like, no, they're not real. I'm like, a mass detonator? I'm like, so the plunger that Wile E. Coyote uses on the TNT to try to get the Roadrunner, because that crap definitely exists.
Well, if it wasn't for Warner and all them, I'd play that on YouTube.
Well, but this is just how idiotic the writing is, right? So, and hail to Tim, FKHC 2005.
Hey, hello, man. Thanks for stopping in.
There's oh my gosh, Dave. Spock has a love story, and all of the romantic contact is always initiated 100% of the time by the women. The men are not allowed to initiate contact. All the men are complete idiots. Of course, the African gentleman is a dirtbag father. Let's see. What other stupid shit do they do? I mean, it layers on top of each other. And yeah. Uhura's like, I don't know if I really want to do Starfleet. It kind of bores me. And yeah.
Like, and with that attitude,
and the men can never save the day. You would
never make out of the academy with that attitude.
Yeah, the men can never save the day. All the other first officers and captains around Pike, except for Kirk, are all women, and they all can tell him what to do. And he goes and cries on their shoulder because it's too hard being the captain. Kirk is a captain in an alternate universe, doesn't look anything like Bill Shatner, doesn't act anything like Kirk from the original series.
Of course not, dude. No way would they allow that.
It's the stupidest shit ever. There's an entire episode in season 1 where they meet the Gorn, and the Gorn were supposed to be met by James T. Kirk and by other people that would have been destroyed. Okay. And they were just like, well, they never met them because they were blown up by Gorn, right, from orbit or whatnot. But the first time that we ever see the Gorn is when he's fighting the Gorn on that planet in the most famous Star Trek episode, one of the most famous Star Trek episodes ever. No. They have an entire episode, which is like the 4th episode of them knowing the Gorn, but they get into this remote crashed starship on an ice planet. Yeah, the Gorn look nothing like that now. They get okay, so Dave, they get trapped on an ice planet, and this ice planet has a crashed Federation starship that's damaged, of course, and all the crew is deleted. And You know who is attacking them? Chest burster alien Gorn that
What?
sneak around, look like, act like, sound like aliens from Alien. I shit
Did you
you
say
not.
chest burster?
Chest burster aliens. Yeah, that's basically what they are.
So they
That's basically what they are. Yeah,
stole that to put into a Star Trek
dude,
IP?
it is so close. I'm surprised 20th Century didn't fucking come after him. Yeah, now look up
Wow.
Strange New Worlds Gorn.
Oh yeah, so this is the 6 scale figure at
That's
Sideshow
the real
Collectibles.
Gorn right there.
Yeah, his garb is a little more red than I thought. I thought it was more yellow. The one I've got is yellow. But I can't remember which more accurate to the TV show, but this is a 6 scale Gorn. It looks pretty good, right? I mean, the face, the head, that was, see, he's really green. That one, he's 12 inches. It's a big one. Come on, lady. I set that up for somebody here. Would you say now
I
which
feel like I'm Strange New Worlds Gorn.
Strange New Worlds Gorn?
Yes.
Boom, came right up. I got to get a good image of it here, though. Hold on. Just getting Reddit stuff here.
Yeah. We'll go to the images tab and you'll.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That
And the chick in the red.
that can't be. That
the
can't.
chick in the red is basically a poor man's Winona Ryder. Or not.
Oh damn it! It's hold on just a second, guys. I'll be right. Let me get this back.
Not
Going
Winona
back.
Ryder. I'm sorry. It's late. I got very little sleep. Sigourney Weaver.
Oh.
It's a poor man's Ellen Ripley. Is the chick in the red in any of those pictures? I don't know if you can throw any of those up on screen,
Yeah,
but it is bad. It is
oh,
really
this is
bad.
terrible. It's CGI.
Yep.
It's not even. It's not even a dude or whatever in a suit.
Not most of the time.
Here we
Occasionally,
go.
it's this little puppet they have. Do you want me to share out?
How's that? Is that the Gorn?
Do you want me to share? I can share.
Yeah. You have
Here.
something closer up, but is that it right there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one view of it. Let me see here. Let's see. This one. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see my screen?
Yeah, throw it out there.
So you have here. This is what one of them looks like from space. Looks more like an alien, right?
They float in space? Like Princess Leia?
Yeah.
What is he? He's
they're out in space right there. This is what they look like now. That's a younger Gorn. This is Sigourney Weaver with a British accent, who does not dress down into the undergarments at the end of the episode. Here's another one. I think this is actually a puppet.
It's like a mix of a praying mantis and something.
Now, once again, I'll go
Day.
back to it, people. Real Gorn.
Yeah, I've got my Gorn over here. Let me
Fake
go. I'm going to
Gorn.
go grab it. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm trying to find another good one that I found. Here's another one. This is them in their spacesuit. Looks like alien. Here's the crashed starship that they go to. You know, totally doesn't look like any type of scene is being ripped off from Alien whatsoever.
Oh, dude. That is.
Here's another one. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Now, Dave, what alien does this look like to you?
That's the real Gorn.
This is Strange New Worlds Gorn. What's he doing right here? What's he? He's doing one of the aliens.
Is he?
Here's a baby one. Here's in chest burster mode.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It's absolutely chest burster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's why that man and I hated the
This is what
last.
the Gorn, yeah, right now, this is what the Gorn look like.
That's just fucking stupid, dude.
It's
Get the
the
fuck out of here.
tail.
That's an alien. Oh, where's my xenomorph? Hold on. Keep that picture right there, dude. Hold on a
Sure
second. Let
thing.
me show you something.
Sure thing. But this is the level of unoriginality, folks, that was in season 1. And season 2 got no points for being any better. So, yeah.
You've all seen these, but just to prove what JP's showing you, because I should probably prepare to show stuff on nights like this just in case. I never do. There's the tail for the xenomorph.
Yep.
Right. Okay. There's the tail. And then even more prominent because they just made it. All they did was make it longer. It looks exactly like the queen that you guys have seen. My queen.
Yep.
Right?
So, here you go. Here's the Gorn coming in on, or the alien coming in on Sigourney Weaver.
That's not.
We've seen that shot before. Yeah.
So instead of making a new alien with a new name or something like that, they just made that and called it Gorn.
Correct. Here you go. Here you go. This is her telling him what to do. Even though he's the captain. He's not even really in charge on his own ship. She's just a lieutenant.
I was going to say she's a science officer, or what was her rank?
She's a lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Yeah.
The two lines on her sleeve there. So all in all, I'm not expecting anything but rip off and trite Guardians of the Galaxy jokes. Every single episode is Guardians of the Galaxy jokes. And it's really, really bad.
Yeah, I almost went to go see Superman. I didn't go to Mark D Sunday night as well. I didn't hear what he had to say about it. I'll talk to him later.
This is the doctor that is just a terrible father figure. And I haven't gotten to the episode yet, but Admiral Teague says that he treats him like a certain Central European doctor who liked to not follow informed consent back in the 1930s. Starts with the letter M. Yeah. This is also the woman, Nurse Chapel, who Spock falls in love with, even though he has a smoking hot Vulcan wife that he just married or he got engaged to. Yeah. Yeah. Spock was engaged, and then he broke it off to get with her.
On duty.
In season 2, yeah.
While they're on the ship together.
Oh, they make out in season 1 on the view screen in front of his fiance.
I might have to start watching this.
Stop a female
but I
villain.
think I'm going to start
stop the female
again
villain that's better than everybody else as a pirate. Is the lead pirate from trying to blow it up, the Enterprise.
When I said start
it
drinking,
made zero sense.
Yeah, JT, when I said start drinking again, that doesn't mean I was drinking before. It's just I don't drink. I meant like drink again. I wasn't. Like,
I know what you mean.
And it's no knock on anybody. I just meant I don't want anybody to think that's what I was referencing. What I meant was I'd have to probably start drinking again to watch this.
Yes.
And then
this, who do you think who do you think she is?
She's that's got to be like a general or something. I'm not seeing the insignia.
No, she is supposed to be like a 5,000-year-old woman that hit out on Earth, and she's like 4 feet tall, but of course can beat up anybody. And she talks like she smokes about 3 packs a day.
Is she
she's supposed to be the chief engineer? No, she's the chief engineer in season 2.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So that's just giving you kind of what we're in here for tomorrow night. in 24 hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're at 2 hours.
Commander
And-
Pelia played as a Lethanite Starfleet officer who lived on Earth beginning in the 6th century BC. Got bored of being a Starfleet Academy instructor and just invited herself onto the ship. Became the new chief engineer. Played by Carol Kane, who was 73.
Mhm. She's been around a long time, too. Wasn't she in Princess Bride? She played the wife. Liar. She played the wife of the magic guy who made the stuff to. Anyway, if you remember that scene, you
Yeah.
are the Boot Squad. That's it. I think that's Carol Kane. Is that Carol Kane? I don't know. Maybe. But all right, everyone. Yeah. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Everyone who showed up tonight. As always. So we're getting to the end of the run. We've got 2 more of El Joker. And it's going to be interesting. I can tell you that. One way or the other.
Right.
And so tomorrow night is for you, Strange New World. Are the format, are you guys going to do it on that third-party app and watch them? Or are you just going to
I think we're doing a
about 'em?
straight review.
Okay, straight review. Okay.
I don't think we could do 2 hours because it's not going to be 2 hours. It's going to be like 4 hours because we have to stop and scream basically for every last thing. So
Nice.
we could always be surprised. We could. Don't think we will, but we could.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me. I'm going to go eat lots of beans and get ready for tomorrow. So
I'm already loading up.
Okay, nice. If you didn't get that reference, folks, please come watch the movie. You will definitely get it. Christ almighty, it seems you boys had enough. You want some beans, Mr. Taggart? Anyway, dude, let's get up out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
My voice is cracking. It's the laughing part that gets me too much sometimes. So thank you all as always for popping in. Go check out all our other stuff and see you the rest of the week and hopefully tomorrow night and next week as well. Take care, everybody. Good night.
See you.